Oh, boys and girls, we're only going 4 days in a row. What is this? Has a new game just come out or something? I know it was supposed to be the network game today. I know I told you on yesterday's stream that it would be the network game today. But something... hold on, I'm messing up my bit. Something completely unavoidable and last minute that nobody could have known about this time yesterday has come up. That means as of 10:50 this morning, there is no network game this week. There's no way I could have known yesterday. It would have genuinely been impossible for me to know this time yesterday that I wouldn't be doing the network game today, and I won't have anybody suggest there's any way I could have known. No way. It was just completely last minute. I like the ambiguous, there might be one next week as well. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. I imagine I'll find out Thursday morning if we've got a network game next week. I can tell you now there won't be one the week after because I'm at Centre Parks. But yeah, no network game this week for reasons outside of my control. So we're doing an extra Leamington stream instead. Oh, I love being in the loop. It's amazing. Right, let's do an intro. Boys and girls, it has been a long time coming, but Leamington FC are finally in the Premier League. We've just spent a gazillion pounds in the transfer window, and now's the time to find out if we're good enough for the Premier League. Leamington are in the Premier League, did I say? Oh, I'm so excited. So excited. Oh, look, that's still there. We probably don't need, I mean, oh, look, 10:50 a.m. Valid reason for once. I mean, no one's disputing that it's a valid reason. I do suspect he probably knew he was going yesterday, though. Only speculating there. Maybe he got dragged out of his bed in the middle of the night last night, fast asleep, bundled onto an aeroplane, and knew nothing about it. In which case, fair enough. Absolutely fair enough. To be fair, obviously, I would have told his mum as well. So I completely understand. But yesterday's transfer window, spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. Obviously, in yesterday's stream, we got promoted and then we spent an absolute ton of money. Specifically, signing number 1, Tom Wooster, is home. Tom Wooster is a Leamington player again. He's also got a year of Premier League football under his belt as well. So he is ready and raring to go. In addition to the return of Tom Wooster, we also signed some Brazilians, a bunch of Premier League experience. We got Chris Sparks, Ed Webb, Connor Weaver, Josh Cooper, all on permanent deals, players who've previously been on loan with us. We picked up the odd promising youngster, including this guy. It looks like he's going to be an absolute world beater. All in all, things are looking very, very good for Leamington. What we don't know is if this is a good side for the Premier League. This is a team that would absolutely walk the Championship. If we do get relegated, we're coming straight back up with no problem at all. The saving grace that we identified on yesterday's stream is that we are lucky enough to be in a Premier League that also contains Portsmouth, Leeds, Brighton and Blackburn. So we don't have to be really good to stay up. We just have to be better than 3 of Portsmouth, Leeds, Brighton and Blackburn. And I think that's doable. For sure, that is doable. So we just need to hustle through to the first day of the new season when we face Newcastle and hopefully pick up a win. Have we got a mod in? Chris is in, isn't he? Can we set up a command for the network game? Because I imagine people will be asking that a lot today. Just explaining that the network game's not happening because of Zealand. It's all Zealand's fault. Zealand showing off that his mum's still alive, unlike me, and cancelling the network game because of it. Matthew Proctor, thank you for 27 months, and I will hydrate with my new sippy cup because I'm not allowed actual mugs in my office anymore. It was automatic promotion. Yes, we still haven't won a playoff. Fingers crossed we won't have to do a playoff now on FM22. I guess there might be some in France. Do they have playoffs in France? But yeah, I was going to say unbeaten. It's the opposite of unbeaten. The unwinninging run of playoffs that we've had throughout FM22, going back into FM21, looks like it's going to carry on into FM23. So, exciting times. To be honest, Zealand could stream from France. It's nearer than to where he normally streams from. Stream from France, Zealand. You know you want to. I've got a spare computer. You can come and stream from my house. We're not far from France. We're basically France. How does the liquid flow from the sippy cup compared to a normal mug? It's actually pretty good. Is this a situation we need the aerial camera on? Is my face cam not lined up with the thing properly? It looks like I'm dangling out the bottom of my border, which is very... How would that happen? I'm sagging below the bottom of my border, and I don't know why. Just trying to suck it back up. What? How would that happen? I don't really know what to do about it. I'm drooping. Let's add some crop, shall we? We'll add a little bit of crop. Is that better? That looks better. There you go. We've fixed that. Anyone watching on a phone doesn't know what. No, it's still bad. We need to add a little bit more crop. Add more crop. I know there was a question. I will get to the question in a minute. But this is more important all of a sudden. Oh, no, see, as usual, I've taken things too far there. Hold on. No, that's not right. That might be it. We might have got there. There we go. Fixed it. You're welcome. That was a... Oh, am I hanging out the side as well? It'll be fine. Yeah, the mug is great because it's got a really... It's not like a McDonald's. We are going to need the overhead camera on. Needs must for stuff like this. This is very important. I understand this is very important. Right, let's get the overhead camera in position. We will get to some Football Manager in a minute. See, hold on. There we go. See how big the opening is on that? Do we need a bigger screen? No, that's the wrong one, you maniac. There you go, that'll do. We need a... look how big the hole is. That hole is plenty big enough. You've even taken the question so seriously. Look, I'm nothing if not a... I'm basically an investigative journalist. We can probably turn that camera off now. Go back to this one. There you go. So, yeah, it's fine. Yeah. I mean, I could have just said, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. I missed promotion stream and now I'm spoiled. I mean, some would question the wisdom of turning up for this stream if you didn't want to be spoiled. Some would. I'm not saying I'm questioning that wisdom. Some would question the wisdom of turning up for a stream if you didn't want to be spoiled. Is it big enough for my mouth? It is plenty big enough for my mouth. It gives me a generous mouthful. I will have a sip now. You've got me all... Oh, all I can think about is my coffee. Goodness me. Get the command for Becky. Becky needs the command now. Everyone's going to need the command as they come in. We need one of those... I love the fact we've spelt Zealand wrong in that. Leave it spelt wrong. It's better that way. Yeah, everyone who comes in, like when you sign up to Discord servers, sometimes you have to tick the thing before you're allowed to post. We just need everybody to read the "There's no network game today because of Zealand" before they come into the chat. Any ETA on my Pokemon cards arriving? I don't expect them today. My new plan is I'm just going to go down to Comic-Con tomorrow morning, assume I can buy some there, and do an opening in my hotel room and send it over to Chris just to make sure he doesn't get a weekend off. Although, to be fair, he's now not got a network game to edit for Sunday. This highlight video won't be out until like Tuesday or Wednesday. I think I'll put Tuesday on the schedule. A little bit of behind the scenes. So, a little bit of extra breathing space. Zealand isn't spelt wrong. It's the original way to spell Zealand. It's a Dutch province. Well, there you go. I told him. I hope you tell him that in his streams. Could put it on the stream title. I could, but then I'm going to get less chat interaction. It's good for everyone to come in and say, where's the network game, Kev? What's happening? That's good. We want that. One other thing as well, we are going to have a slightly earlier than usual finish today because we've got another social worker meeting for Andy at 4 o'clock today. So I'll probably finish about 3:30ish just to make sure I am suitably dressed for such an appointment. Look at that for a new look team. Goodness me. That doesn't look a lot like the team that got promoted. We've got a lot of new boys in there. So Tom Wooster returning in goal, but behind a very unfamiliar defence. The only one he knows is Weaver, who is now a permanent Leamington player and club captain now. After being here for 3 years on loan. Club captain. What a hero. Veracci is going to start at left back. New boy Luca Dolman, who's going to be a wonder kid. I guarantee he'll be a wonder kid. Starting alongside name in the game loanee Devon Creel, who's 6'4", and you can't teach that. Obviously, we've still got what's his face, Guzman, who's 6'6", which is even better. Well, I have my Crocs on. I mean, that's the sort of thing I'm not allowed to do. Keep my Crocs on. I already showed the transfers at the start of the stream. I can't keep showing the transfers. I'm introducing you to players as I introduce the team. Nawar and Jarvis were obviously here last year. Larios is one of the new boys. He came in from Tottenham. He is Brazilian, which means he's great. He's got 4 years of Premier League experience. I mean, he was never a regular starter for Spurs in the Premier League, but he's played like 50+ Premier League games for Spurs in recent years, which I think means he's fine to come in and start for us. And then another Brazilian new boy, Wellington, former Brazilian under-20 international. He's going to be our attacking midfielder. And then we all know about Kadrich and Webb up front. Murtha is injured. That's why he's not involved today. Or else, obviously, he would be. Does Chris edit for LOLLUJO 2 only, or does he help the main channel vlogs? Chris does all... Oh, he's editing yourself. Chris does all the editing for everything other than main channel stuff. And even then, he does network game and stuff on the main channel. The only things I edit these days are the tour videos. And I did another one recently. Which one did I do? Football Manager on Steam Deck I did myself, because I decided I wanted to release that video on Saturday morning on Friday afternoon, and figured it was maybe a little unreasonable of me to send it to Chris on a Friday evening and say, I need this for 9 a.m. in the morning. So I edited that one myself. Especially because he already had several other videos he was working on. See, I'm just a kind little soul. Right. Come on, let's do a football. It's only Newcastle, for goodness sake. We should be able to beat them. Oh, of course, I edit the brand deal stuff as well. But to be fair, that's in the tour videos. Even though brands still request non-league to legend. I haven't told them that's finished. It's like, yeah, you can be in the 4... They say, we need to be in a non-league to legend video. I'm like, yeah, I'll put you in a 4 o'clock video. Just keep those lines blurry and muddy. Non-league to legend's finished. You're not waiting for it to come back. Kevy's got to eat. Borges. Thank you for the sub. Why is the latest scores for the championship still showing? Because we're used to being in the championship. And things like that don't update automatically in Football Manager. Best ways to give you some Amsterdam tips. Just tweet them at me. It doesn't need to be a DM. Just tweet them at me. I need the best place to get Anna some devil's lettuce for her back pain. I need to sit Anna. I'm not interested. But Anna has chronic back pain, which is why she was at the hospital this morning, and she's at the hospital again later today. Apparently her back, all her joints are 40% more deteriorated than they should be at her age. So yeah, I want to get some devil's lettuce into her. I need to know how you do that. I'm so naive. I'm such a square. I've never been to Amsterdam, and I don't know how to go about it. But it might help her. And if it does, we'll just move there. What I don't want to do is buy it off of a man in a tracksuit behind Asda here. Right. Come on. We're losing. Let's do a football. Preferably she'd like it in lollipop form as well, because she saw it on the telly. I don't know if that's a thing. Again, very naive. We just given away a penalty. Oh, and Creel's been sent off on his debut. That's a good start, isn't it? Oh, Premier League's going to be easy peasy. You know what? We have to sacrifice Wellington here, I think. We're not in the Championship anymore. This is not ideal. Come on, boys. If you're not going to win your first game against weak opposition, it's going to be a long, hard season because we've still got that newly promoted feel-good factor around the place. These are the games you're supposed to win when you get promoted to the Premier League. You know you're going to lose every game after Christmas, but you're supposed to win the first few. You're not supposed to get absolutely battered, go down 10 men, and just have it all go wrong. Be glad to know that we do chips similar to Belgians. Oh, amazing. I'm on board. What, chips cooked in beef fat? Terminate his loan. I'm not going to terminate his loan because A, I can't, and B, bit of an overreaction, isn't it? It was a second yellow card as well. It's not like he's got out there and punched a man in the eye. I cannot believe Emmett Walsh is on the bench in the Premier League. How have things come to this? Let's get Doddy on. Come on, Doddy, on you come. The man who single-handedly dragged us to this division. What have I got any of my other favourites? Oh, we can't make any more subs. Well, at least we got Doddy on. And Sandro's on as well. Come on, chaps. Let's just have a consolation goal now. Oh, for goodness sake, a penalty as well. Possible penalty. Not a penalty. This is our first game at the new stadium, by the way. And we need a new scoreboard. Oh, no, it's a penalty. Not a penalty. We still haven't renamed the stadium either. We need to get on that. Squad looks like it needs more investment in midfield. I mean, I spent £20 million on midfielders. We've invested throughout. We're not going to be great this season. We just, like I said at the start, we just have to be better than those three teams who are not as good as us. For all we know, Newcastle might be really good. So we're not going to win a lot of games. We're not aiming to finish top half. We're aiming to finish 17th. If we can finish 17th in our first season with Leamington, that's an achievement. What happened to Theodros? He retired. Theodros as a coach. He has to finish playing in the MLS first. So he has to have a few years of retirement there, and then we'll try and bring him back as a coach. We're not going to appeal. Oh, good. Our new £13 million striker is already on a 5-hour goal drought. That always feels good. And now we play Chelsea away. Oh, that Portsmouth. That month is looking very, very important. Portsmouth, Watford, Blackburn, Southampton. We need... I'm going to say we need 8 points by the end of September or we're going down. I think that's a reasonable thing to be aiming for. 8 points by the end of September. If we don't get that, we have a big problem. But ultimately, I'm not going to get sacked anyway, so it doesn't matter. It'll be fine. We'll come straight back up again. It's our new record attendance. That's the main thing. Just win the FA Cup. I'll do my best. December may be depressing. Oh, what's this? I haven't even looked as far as December. I don't know why it's not monthing it up now. December. I mean, Villa, there's some easy games in there. Villa, Leeds, Brighton, Everton. Yeah, Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool. Not ideal. How good are Newcastle? This is how I'm going to make myself feel better. I mean, they're top 7. So I guess they're the kind of teams we're supposed to lose to. There's a place called Flemish Fries House. Some of the best fries in Amsterdam. with Brazilian sauce options. All I want is Belgian mayonnaise. Is that one of the options? A Brazilian sauce options apart from Belgian mayonnaise, because I don't want to acknowledge that it's better than any other mayonnaise in the world. How comfy is the dugout at the Theodrome? I've insisted that every seat in the stadium is the same seat. A quality of seating. Managers shouldn't have big fancy seats if the fans don't have big fancy seats. So we all have identical seating and it's all pretty uncomfortable. Stop in France and get a bucket of mustard. I mean, I don't know that I can get the plane to land in France for me on the way. I'll try. Obviously, I'll try. As soon as we get over France, I'm going to start banging on the pilot's door saying, land this plane! Land this plane! I insist! And I think that'll probably go down really well. I want a bucket of mustard. Hang on while I go and grab it. It'll be, I don't see how that could be a problem. To be fair, I've not been on a plane for a long time, so I don't know if that's how they still work. Definitely wouldn't get me arrested. Oh, that's all right then. You can't be arrested for buying mustard. Dutch fry sauce is a bit sweeter. While some places do have the Belgian-like stuff. However, Belgian mayonnaise is sold in supermarkets. Well, I'll just go to a supermarket then. Is it just me and Anna going to Holland? Are we allowed to call it Holland? I've been lectured that it's Netherlands. I mean, me and Anna are travelling together. Yes. But once there, there's going to be all manner of streamers. I'm going to see Jack and give him his Beyblade. I'll see Zealand and ask him if I'm allowed to know in advance that he's there or if he's going to drop it on me morning of and make me cancel my plans. Yeah, we're gonna have a lovely old time. You wouldn't even buy mustard. You get the plane away overnight so you can get it from a hotel. No, it's not Marmite. I'm willing to pay for mustard. Oh, I'm stocking up on Marmite this weekend, though. 2 nights in the Premier Inn this weekend. I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back. I need to take an empty suitcase with me just to fill with Marmite. I might even treat myself to some peanut butter and Nutella as well. I'm not even planning on having the hotel breakfast, but I'm going to nip down there just to try and swipe some Marmite. Who's looking after Andy? None of your goddamn business. Which is how I answer that question these days. Right, Martha's back. Guzman's back. We'll be fine. Chelsea away. What could go wrong, eh? What on earth could go wrong? At least Creel's on loan from Chelsea, so he's suspended for a game that he wouldn't have been able to play in anyway. I wonder if they insist on a suspension for another game because of it. Because he wouldn't have been able to play against his parent club anyway. I'm going to get it at Comic-Con, just a suitcase of Marmite and peanut butter. Yeah, and I'm going to buy some of the Pokemon cards that are already being delivered to my house tomorrow as well. Oh, there you go. We do tackles now. What I haven't done is looked at the set pieces for this season, so I should probably fiddle with that at some point. Oh, I don't think Tom Wooster's good enough for the Premier League. This might be why Middlesbrough got relegated the one season he played at this level. This is like Odin all over again. We've sullied Tom Wooster's good name by bringing him back and exposing him to this. It's time to get coming again, I think. Second coming. Cumming's still on the bench. It's fine. I've just got to keep reminding myself this is what this season's going to be like. It's Chelsea away. We're obviously supposed to lose. It's fine that we do. We'll be fine. We're just going to be getting beaten a lot this season, I think. We're Leamington in the Premier League. Pool Master, thank you for the sub. Oh. I just want this season to be over already so I can do transfers again. I'll be much happier once we start getting good in the Premier League. Oh, Wellington looking very extravagant there. There you go, a little sign of life. I'm just waiting for you all to start with the Kev, the diamond doesn't work anymore. What, the diamond that took us from the National League North to the Premier League doesn't work anymore, miraculously. No. What the actual situation is our players aren't good enough for the Premier League. They're not going to be this season. We might stay up if there's 3 teams worse than us. But most of the time, this is what it's going to be. And it's going to be like this for a year or two. Until we start getting some better players. This is why we need to focus on the likes of Dolman, who's either going to end up great for us or sold on a massive profit so we can buy more players. This is why we had to focus on that kind of player. If you focus on too many established Premier League players now, you still get relegated, but you don't end up with the development off the back of it. Need to stop conceding penalties at some point. We're not going to. We're not as good as the opposition, so we're going to concede. We're going to concede goals. We're going to concede penalties. I mean, it's not my first time getting promoted to the Premier League. I know how this works. I know it's going to be miserable this season. And we've had a very tough start. I mean, they've got Gavi, for goodness sake. It's Gavi against Tom Wooster right there. It seems like bullying to me. Leamington and Norwich now. Yeah, Norwich have the right idea. I'm a big fan of Norwich's business model and how they don't spend more than they've got just to try and stay in the Premier League. That's how I'd want Posh to do it if Posh ever got promoted to the Premier League. I'd want us to not spend a lot and come straight back down. Focus on signing young players who might end up good one day. It's fun as a viewer to see you try and solve the Premier League problem as a newly promoted club. I mean, spoilers. I'll tell you now, I'm going to try and solve it. I'm going to play this team in this formation all year long and see if we stay up. And not be that bothered whether we do or not, because I'm not getting sacked either way. I'm not like other streamers. Did I manage to change the stadium name? I didn't get round to it. I just forgot yesterday. I will do it. I just forgot yesterday. There you go. We're going to get a goal here. A football goal in the Premier League. Pablo Larios, the first ever Leamington goal scorer in the Premier League. We've scored against Chelsea. It's all uphill from here. Lovely work from Kadrich as well. And it's a lovely pass. Beautiful stuff. Right. Got to take off the boys who aren't performing. Where's Godwin? Why is Godwin not even on the bench? That seems like an oversight. Get Doddy on there. You know what? Let's have Sandro on as well. Boys and girls, I'm relying on you that when people ask about the network game in the chat, whack them with the command. So I don't have to keep saying it. There is no network game today. Blame Zealand. Say that now, but when the media message unwilling to experiment shows up. Oh, yeah, I'll change things then. We'll go to a 4-2-3-1 for half a dozen games and then back to this. When you change the stadium name, I hear Tom FM has a good guide on it. Cheating scumbag. Roasted Pot, thank you for 7 months. Yeah, 1-0. I mean, it was a 1-0 win in the second half. Wooster's great, isn't he? Remember all those legendary performances? Remember how he single-handedly dragged us out of non-league? It's not the same in the Premier League, is it? Oh, dear me. That's not a terrible result, actually. I don't mind that too much. We said when we brought him in that we were only bringing him in for 1 season. It was a 1-season nostalgia signing. I guess if we get relegated, he'll stay for 2 seasons. But, yeah. He won't be playing a 2nd season for us in the Premier League, I don't think. Bless him. At least he got to play for us in the Premier League. He got a clean sheet in the second half. I mean, through no fault of his own. Right, this is a big game now. Sheffield Wednesday in the EFL Cup. We need a win, a confidence-boosting win to take into this Portsmouth game, which is a huge must-win game. Portsmouth are the only team in this division we finished above last year. So we have to win it. If we don't beat Portsmouth, ring the panic bell. Can't wait to see Zealand with a cowboy hat following my videos. I mean, he should. He won't do him as well as me, but he should have a go, bless him. You lose to Pompey, you'll need a 5-5-0 formation. Well, that sounds like a formation that wouldn't score a lot of goals. I don't think you understand how football matches are won. You silly goose. You have to score goals to win football matches. Conceding them largely doesn't matter. The important thing is you have to score them. The priority should be attack. You can't win football matches just by defending well. And we want to win football matches. So we're not going to defend well. And that logic is faultless. Right, we're going to rotate for this must-win game. Did somebody just call me 5-head? Because that's a fast track to getting blocked. I'm given the benefit of the doubt that it was a typo. And they're about to do a very heartfelt apology. Or they're done. Done! Dolman at right back. Our left-footed centre-back playing at right back. 5-head is a 7 TV emote for big brain. I don't know what any of that means. I'm not seeing an emote. I'm 39 years old. We can't be doing emotes and expecting me to know what they mean. It's too dangerous. I'd recommend against emotes unless they're my own. We did a football though. We can beat Sheffield Wednesday. Oh, see, we're fine now. We're going to win the league. Champions League next season. You don't have the third-party add-ons. Too right, I don't. Did I mention I'm 39 years old? I don't want people doing stuff I don't understand. My age, 5 head's an insult for someone with a big forehead. That's absolutely what 5 head means. If these stupid kids have tried to change the meaning of an insult into a compliment, they're stupid. It's an ironic joke where you oversimplify something and pretend it was easy, obvious to start with. I mean, I hate young people. Really. Don't get me wrong. Not just dislike, genuine hate. The kind of hate where I'm a little bit worried I'm going to grind my teeth down to the gums. I'm so furious with them. Stop being young. I'm 18 and 5 head's still an insult. Exactly. It is an insult. I won't have anyone try and claim it's not. From henceforth, if it's used in this chat, it's taken as an insult and dealt with as such. There's no room for banter here. Apparently that was all kicking off on Twitter yesterday while I was streaming. There was a whole kerfuffle about banter. I missed it all. I'm new to FM and confused. Is running multiple playmakers always a bad idea? According to Miles, it is. Some of this lot will have you believe otherwise, but the man himself told me to my face, never do 2 playmakers. Did a video if you want to see him say it. 2 playmakers, bad idea. So if that's what Miles says, that's what I do. Now this lot will weigh in with, well, if you have different playmakers in different lines of the blah, 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 blah. No, Miles says no. Should I focus on a DLP or an app? It depends which one you want to use. The general gist is the whole team will try. I think the explanation for it is the team will always try and get the ball to the playmaker. So if you have multiple playmakers, it dilutes that effect and kind of makes them less effective. So you want one playmaker that the team try and get the ball to and allow them to make the play. I like using 3-5-2 in FIFA and I've had issues making it work as I can't find out roles. Just use a preset one then. Figure out decide how you want to play, whether you want to do a gegenpress or a tiki-taka or some counter-attacking, and just pick a 3-5-2 that fits that system. I can't believe we're not winning this game. This is a disaster. This is season ending right here. Oh, I'm going to bed. More. I guess it depends whether you want a 3-5-2 or a 5-3-2 as well. How attacking are those wide players going to be? That's crucial. Come on, Doddy. No. Doddy's lost it. Doddy's done. Doddy only performs when he's the captain. He had 4 games as captain of Leamington. Now he's just Doddy again. No more Captain Doddy. 4 games, 4 goals, 4 wins, promotion to the Premier League, stripped of captaincy. That's management right there. But at least Murtha's injured again. Wooster's going to get the chance to redeem himself in a penalty shootout, which is nice. Come on, Wooster. Oh, it's coming. Why the hell is coming in goal? Because it's the cup. So no Wooster redeeming himself. It's a 3-4-3 defense or attacking. That's not a question. I think you mean defensive or attacking. And it can be either, can't it? It depends how you set it up. But the official LOLLUJO party line is 3 defenders, cowards. You only need 2 defenders. So anything with 3 defenders in, by definition, is a flat back 6. You only need 2 defenders. 2 defenders, 2 wingers, and then midfielders and attackers ahead of them. That's all you need. My theory about penalty shootouts is correct. I should win. Yeah, but the other thing the theory has to take into account is, are Sheffield Wednesday in form? Because we're not. So, and also, reputation-wise, they might still be a bigger club than us. Just because we're in the Premier League doesn't mean we're the higher reputation club. They're still Sheffield Wednesday, after all. So we'll have to check that after the game, see which club's got the higher reputation. No pressure on Kadrich here, then. Come on, Cumming. Get ready with the "We Love Cumming" chants. We didn't think we'd get to do these anymore. But if he makes the save here... Are you ready? No, rubbish. Rubbish. Well, we're not winning this cup then, are we? Which means we're not beating Portsmouth, which means we're getting relegated. That game, pivotal. It's the first time we've lost to lesser opposition in the cup ever in this save, I think. And it would be now we're a Premier League club. Trying not to choke on my fury. Right, so we are a 3-star club. Sheffield Wednesday are a 3-star club. So we're the same. Coin flip. A coin flip that we lost. Probably because they're in form and we're not. I imagine they're doing quite well. Let's have a little look. Oh, flip it, neck. Oh, they're 20th in the league that we just got promoted from. There's no justice in the world. The season's already over. We need my director of football to do something magical on deadline day. Or else I'm just going to end the stream and go to bed. Ugh. Back to Butts Park. Yeah, the new ground's cursed. Did that say Wooster's in the England squad? I wasn't paying attention. I mean, that wouldn't surprise me if you're an English goalkeeper playing in the Premier League. Certainly in real life, that's basically a guarantee of getting into England in the England squad. Wow! Wooster's in the England squad. Who's the manager? This guy. So Etienne Green of Saint Etienne and Dan Mead of Chelsea. Oh, I love that. Right, deadline day. Yes, we'll take part. I've got no plans, but I'm very much willing to have my director of football do something for us. My backup keeper is a marginal Premier League keeper and stays in the England squad. Yeah, because England don't have goalkeepers. Auto select. Why not encourage them with individual feedback? Because it's a waste of time. It doesn't really do anything. What are those buttons that the button clicking nerds like to click? Doesn't really do anything. Like many things, doesn't really do anything. You'll have me doing press conferences next. Goodness me. I only do my own team talks because the YouTube comments used to whinge at me constantly for not doing my own team talks. So now I just click whatever the assistant manager recommends. And the act of me clicking it is enough to stop people whinging about me not doing them, even though I'm still not doing them. I'm just clicking the button. I'm deferring it to them on a per meeting basis rather than just in general. I'm not planning on doing any deadline day signings. No, we've finished our squad. Our squad is complete. Unless my director of football wants to bring someone in for me. But we don't really have any money, so the chances of them finding anybody are pretty slim. People always complain when you follow the assistant and the recommendation was wrong. I mean, that happens much less frequently than people used to complain about me not doing them at all. Should we sell coming? Nah. No improvement in goal. No, we've got Worcester. We've just spent 7.5 million on Worcester. We have a goalkeeper. We don't need another goalkeeper. We're not conceding goals because Worcester's bad. We're conceding goals because everyone else is better than us. We're just... Well, I've kind of already accepted that we're getting relegated this year. If we beat Portsmouth, then maybe I'll dream a little bit for a few more matches. But I'm kind of expecting to get beaten and get relegated. We bring CJ in. So we couldn't get CJ on loan for, I think we were offering him £90,000, 90% of his wages, sorry, at City, which would have been like 40-something thousand pound a week. So instead he's gone to Dundee United for nothing. Fantastic. What would happen if I got sacked? I ain't getting sacked. In the very unlikely event it ever happened, which it won't be this season, I'd have to get relegated and then struggle in the championship next year. If we're like bottom half of the championship by midway through next season, then I might get sacked. And then, yeah, the same ends. But that's not going to happen. We'll get relegated and come straight back up. That's the worst case scenario. Relegated and then up as champions next year. I suspect we might stay in the Premier League. We shall see. Stranger things have happened. Did my player go to the Bundesliga for 25 million? Probably. I don't remember who your player was. They probably went. There you go. We're paying half the amount of salary as the next highest team, Brighton. We're going to ignore the fact Portsmouth are spending slightly less. We've got to beat Portsmouth. This is an absolute must win. Must win. We will win, but it is a must win. Because it's our home game as well. This will be a disaster if we lose. It's a disaster if we draw, because there's going to be so few opportunities to pick up three points this season. We kind of need it now. Good to see Keverton still doing Keverton things without me. Right, come on, boys. Must win a clock. Let's all do a football. Let's have a look at the set piece takers. Make sure we've got the right people doing these. As set pieces are so important when you've got giants like we have. We don't mind if we sneak in with a set piece against Portsmouth and we beat them that way. We just need to win. Remember, 8 points by the end of September, or we're in real trouble. That's the goal. All right. So 6'8", 6'6", 6'4". That's quite the selection of players hovering at that near post. Fingers crossed. Come on, chaps. Do I think this squad is better than Peterborough in F1? Probably not. So, yeah, I think it's a very similar scenario to what we had there. I mean, I know he's a few years older in this universe, but Guzman was a 5th choice centre-back in that Peterborough team, albeit he was 3 or 4 years younger, but he never got anywhere near the bench, whereas he's a starter for us. So that's my way of comparison. Right, come on, boys. Oh, come on. The ball's in the penalty area. We can score a goal if the ball's in the penalty area. I know about football goals. I remember them. Come on! Come on! We're going to win the league. We're going to win the league. Beautiful stuff. That was actually a good goal as well. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Are we mid-table yet? Oh, look at us. 13th place in the Premier League. Are we the biggest team in the West Midlands yet? That's our goal. Cadrich is starting to look the part, isn't he? And now we have the big boys loading that post at the corners. Oh, we're going far post. I haven't fiddled with far post. Cadrich was still there anyway. I forgot we had multiple corner options on. Oh, look at us. Look at us. Oh, you want to have a look at the ground? Right. The easiest way to do that is it this view? There you go. This is the new stadium. So it's just 2 tiers all the way round. Roof, floodlights, office block, bins, no corners filled in. So I assume that's some expansion capacity. 2 ambulances, 2 burger vans, 1 scoreboard. So if you sat just here, you don't know what the score is, which is infuriating. Lovely new ground. Right, come on, chaps. Let's have another goal. Cadrich is having a good game. Get it to Cadrich. He looks like a Premier League player. The rest of them, not so much yet. But Cadrich looks like a Premier League player. Oh, dear. Oh, oh, oh. Oh. Where does the horse go? In one of these corners, probably. So Devon Creel didn't get an extended suspension, so he was suspended for the game against Chelsea that he was going to miss anyway. So that worked out quite nicely. Perfect game for him to get sent off in. Oh, look at this. Charging down the left. Veraccia, the only hairband member of the squad at the moment. Therefore, he will be ever present. Or between him and Doddy, you always have to have a hairband in a Leamington team. It's just one of those rules that they have as a club. Oh, come on, Brooksy. You're better than that. Cadrich reminds me of Goran Pavlov. He's nothing like Pavlov. Pavlov was a poacher. Cadrich is a 6'8" lump of awesome. He's a Premier League version of Danny Pritchard. Oh, that's a good goal. This guy's got a lot of surnames as well. Not ideal. Come on, encourage. Well, so far I'm seeing Veraccia looks half decent. Kadrich looks half decent. The rest of the team look like they're really struggling against a team that we were better than last year, which is a little bit alarming. Come on, chaps. Let's have another goal before half time. That would be perfect. Come on! Oh, that's a lovely cross. Oh, Webby can't get the header back across goal. Oh. So near, yet so far. Everything is coming through Veraccia on this left-hand side. Is Weaver even playing on the other side? Oh, come on. Larios has already scored once this year. Oh, he went for the fancy. Should have just hit it. How much has team cohesion affected this? Well, the team cohesion shouldn't be too bad, because if you look at the 11 that are out there, only Larios and Creel are new. I guess Wooster counts as... Wooster was away for 2 years, so you could just about count him as a new signing. But this is largely last year's team, which I imagine is affecting us far more than anything else. We've come up to the Premier League and not rebuilt the team massively. We've spent a lot on players who are going to be good, but aren't necessarily there yet, because it's the right thing to do. And Webby, our most expensive signing in history, grabs his first goal in the Premier League. Big fat Dennis would get 20 goals a season in this team. Of course he would. He's a hero. I'd quite like to get a tour shirt with Big Fat Dennis on the back, but I'm just a little bit afraid that people in public would just assume my name was Dennis, and that's what I referred to myself as. And I think I need to lose 8 stone before I can wear a shirt that says Big Fat anything on the back. Wooster making a very important save there. Although it was offside, so I guess it wasn't that important in the grand scheme of things. It's a nice little confidence booster for him, though. Right, Larios is pooped, so Doddy can come on. Shuffle this whole midfield around a little bit. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Don't get too carried away. Here's your posture check. Right, come on, boys. Let's add a third. Calm me down a little bit. That's such a terrible pass. I don't even know what he's trying to do there. Oh! All right, come on. Wellington! He is one of the new signings. But still settling in, it seems. Or no lines between the players. That's just mid-game, isn't it? You don't see lines. When you see us before the next game, there should be lines. We're as good as Tottenham, which is, I mean, it's not saying much, is it? But we are as good as Tottenham. There you go. We have won a Premier League game. A must-win Premier League game. So this is important. 8 points by the end of September is still the target. And we are still on course for the target. Just checking where my delivery is. I'm expecting a new camera to be delivered today. And doesn't appear to be here yet. Just checking with good old trustworthy Yodel, who wouldn't let me down, presumably. It's out for delivery. New camera. No, it's a new camera for vlogging with. because I broke my previous little point and shoot, my G7X in France. So it's just a replacement, one of those. Weather update, quite cold today. Quite cold today. Had to wear a hoodie when I went out earlier. Right, we're going to play a fitness friendly against, we're going to batter one of the Coventry teams because we love bullying Coventry teams. Don't think we've played Coventry Alvis before. Come here, Coventry boys. Come and take your medicine. Brr. After the previous stream, I had to find out why Posh played a Friday night playoff final at Wembley. It was because they moved it so England could play Brazil in a friendly on the Saturday. Well, there we go. I probably, somewhere deep in my brain, I probably already knew that, but I would never have remembered it. I think I'd kind of assumed it was a Champions League final or something, but yeah, that makes sense. Godwin doesn't want to leave the club anymore. Hooray! So now Brooksy is the only unhappy player in the squad. This is positive. My tiny brain, why do I run friendlies during international breaks rather than rest of the players? Morale boost more than anything. I just want to win a football match 12-0 so the players come into the next game full of morale and excitement and feeling like they're in a little bit of form. But it's officially for fitness reasons. Elite transfer price of Godwin. Good shout. I think we might have already done that. But I will check. We haven't. There we go. I'm surprised that no one offered the price that we wanted for him, but we'll happily keep him. He's a very important man. Oh, we're going to be on the telly. How exciting. Look at all these televised football matches. Right, we need to get into double figures in this match so that we're in the right kind of form going into the Watford game. So no pressure, boys, but double figures, please. With 9 players unavailable. Should be easy enough. Come on. Oh, by the way, sock news. I can't believe none of you have asked. Sock news. They fit. I'm going to order loads more. So I've now jumbled them all up. I'm today wearing blue and green. I'm me again. I've got socks with colour. I don't just have to wear grey and brown and old man colours anymore. This pack of white socks that I bought, they can go in the bin. Amazing. I have coloured socks again. 14-0. That'll do. That'll do. Webby's had a lovely time. Mirtha's had a lovely time. Wearing odd socks. I always wear odd socks. Anyone who doesn't wear odd socks needs an imagination. Where did I get the socks? Amazon. In fact, I'm going to try and find another pair now. Another couple of packs of them now. Amazon. I think it was Amazon. Yeah, these. These. Look at them. Look at them. And I just mixed them all up. It's amazing. I am wearing socks in the house because I'm trialing them to see how they fit. Now we're going to order some more. They've got 4 left in stock, so I'm just going to order all 4 of them. I'll be having them, thank you very much. They are my socks. Boom, ordered. Does it count if they're black socks from different pairs? No, black socks are just miserable. About to ask where I could get some, but I guess not. Yeah, I've just bought them all. They're now going to be on sale on my website for £40 a pair for anyone who wants them. The only time I wear matching is the very rare occasion I'll get the pair randomly out of the drawer. Yeah, that's how normal people do things. I just take it a step further. When I buy new ones, I mix them all up so that I don't have to go through that horrible early period where they're matching. So I think tomorrow for Comic-Con, I'm thinking yellow and red paired. I think that's going to be my socks for tomorrow. Of course, I'll be wearing shorts, so they'll be fully on display. I'm thinking this combo. I've just got to decide whether to wear these with my Crocs or my Pokemon Converse shoes, or be sensible and wear them with my Skechers walking shoes. Please don't wear them with Crocs. I'm wearing them with Crocs right now. I love my Crocs. They're great. With my Avengers gibbets in them. They're brilliant. I've also got on my desk here, because I'm getting a pair of white Crocs as well. I've got some Pokemon gibbets ready to go on my white Crocs. So I'll have white Crocs with Pokemon gibbets, black Crocs with Avengers gibbets, and then I can mix and match the pairs. Wear one black, one white Croc. Anna's really looking forward to that. Odd socks, odd Crocs. No Crocs outside the house. I wore Crocs in Morrison's this morning with odd socks. I think that's the doorbell. One moment, boys and girls. Still not a camera. It was a bed sheet that Anna ordered. Ooh. White sock, black Croc with black sock, white sock. Nah, I don't own black and white socks. I used to, but I no longer own these. I've decided they're going in the bin, along with all my black socks. Now I've got all these multicolored ones again. I used to love having coloured socks, and then I got told I had to start wearing the diabetic socks because of my stupid medication, swelling my stupid ankles. So for the last year, I've been wearing boring socks, and now I've finally fixed that problem, so I can get rid of all the boring socks. I don't need to check the Showdown Twitter, CJ. Do you genuinely think whatever they've announced I didn't already know? Should we have a look to see what they've announced? Do you really think I didn't already know that? So the next showdown is the 29th of June, 2nd of July, 3rd of July. Yeah, of course I already knew. What do you think this is? A place where I don't know things? Seems unlikely. Kev knows everything. Like I told you earlier on, I'm always in the loop for everything. Right, a point here against Watford is fine. Go on, Kadrich. Stick it in the top corner. Why is Kadrich floating the ball into the area as our 6'8" player? He should be in there being floated to. Oh dear. Oh dear. Is that Janusek playing for Watford? See, we're going to run into some of my boys from other universe, from Earth 1. Ocampos was my posh goalkeeper. Janusek played for Norwich for us. It's so sad. We're going to run into my boys throughout this season. Lots of factors in play. We didn't. Well, it wasn't going to be this weekend. It was next weekend, wasn't it? That's why it had already been moved to next weekend to miss the Champions League final. But then I think when they moved it, they probably hadn't realised or hadn't taken into account that was the long bank holiday weekend and lots of people wouldn't be available because, you know, bank holiday weekend don't necessarily want to spend the whole time streaming. We're winning away from home in the Premier League. I mean, it's just as well because I wasn't going to be available for this weekend or next weekend. Because I've got Comic-Con this weekend and the UK Games Expo next weekend. So I already knew I wasn't going to be in it. And I dare say I wasn't the only one who would have been unavailable. If Zealand's gone gallivanting to France, that rules him out as well, doesn't it? So that's then 2 of us not in it. I'm sure there's plenty more. We don't want to see replays of teams scoring against us. It's not what we're here for. Come on, boys. Let's have an equaliser. A winner, not an equaliser. Kadrich! Oh, it's lovely having a big lump of man in the team. Oh, big meaty boy up front. What's the most important position in a football team? Fullback. Did he just head that out of the keeper's hands? Well, if he did, the keeper should get bigger hands. Kadrich made for the Premier League, it seems. Oh, Murtha's in as well. I think that was being disallowed. The referee's fingering himself, so I think that one's probably getting ruled out. Oh, we're going to win again. Back-to-back Premier League wins. Here we come. Beautiful stuff. We just needed to settle in, boys and girls. That's all it was. We don't like playing in August. It's too warm. Let's not throw it all away now, please. Just an early spook to scare away the Glory supporters. I mean, there's no room for them anyway. We sold every ticket in the ground as a season ticket. Apart from a few we've left for away fans. Yeah, there's no chance of a casual Leamington fan turning up on match day and getting in. I wonder if we can expand the ground yet now they've seen it fill for every match we've played this season. Oh, Murtha's in again. Oh, it's easy. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Easy peasy. Europe. That's what's next step. Europe, boys and girls. Whoever it was who asked before, how does this compare to my Peterborough team from Non-League to Legend? Better, obviously. Obviously a better team. I don't quite know how. I think probably the strikers are the difference maker. I think Merthyr and Cadrich are an outstanding strike partnership. As we saw in the second half of last season. $34 more points to go, boys and girls. I only need 2 more in September as well. Nice to be ahead of the Kev ratio. Absolutely it is. If we stay ahead of the Kev ratio all year, we are golden. Beautiful. Don't want to talk to any of you lot. I mean, we've got to beat Blackburn now. You can't beat Watford away and then lose at home to Blackburn. We've got to make it 3 on the bounce. And then we really are looking good. That's almost a quarter of the way there if we beat Blackburn. From Conference North to Europa Conference. I'll take it. Getting knocked out of the cup was strategic. Yes, it was. By the time the FA Cup comes around, we'll be safe. That's the plan. 40 points by Christmas. It's like BTEC Non-League to Legend. Exactly. I'm having to keep a close eye on Neil Warnock's Twitter profile to see at what point I have to sue him as well on the topic of BTEC Non-League to Legend. Because it's dangerously close. Where is he? Oh, yeah. This is dangerous, Neil. Watch yourself. You need to be very careful. You'll be hearing from my lawyers. Jack, thank you very much for 13 months. Stefan, thank you for the sub as well. Beautiful work from both of you. Getting us back to 400 subs, which is where we like to be. We're all very happy and comfortable mooching around on 400 subs. 400 subs means Chris gets paid. Anything less than that and his kids starve. Anything more than that and I start earning money from streaming. Which is always nice. No, there's no network game today. Blame Zealand. That's why we're doing this instead. Although it's a shorter than usual stream today. We're going to be finishing a little bit early because I have places to be at 4 o'clock. I mean, to be fair, so do all you lot. You've got to watch Tour at 4. Tour at 4. Luke, thank you for 2 months. Convenient he's gone to France as soon as I've left. Yeah, exactly. Suspicious, isn't it? Zealand pursuing my sloppy seconds, it seems. Wants to finish my half-eaten baguette. Oh, kick it! My word. Oh, Tommy, 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 you're better than that. We know you're better than that. This is like, I mean, we've got to remember, history teaches us that Tom Wooster, for the first year after signing for us, is rubbish. We need Frenchie to force him out of the team for half a season so he comes back stronger. Surely we don't have to go through that whole process again. Where's Frenchie? Get him on the phone. Come on, that's got to be an equaliser. Oh, that would have been immediate. Immediate reply would be exactly what we need. Come on, let's encourage. Never sellout. I mean, it will always be a sellout. It's a 13,000 capacity and we've sold over 12,000 season tickets. So once the away fans are in, they'll always bring at least the 800 or so they're allocated. So yeah, every match this season is guaranteed to be a sellout. Assuming all the season ticket holders turn up. And even if they don't, it's still a sellout. We've still sold the seats, even if no one sits in them. Oh, so it does mean we don't really get any match day revenue because it was all up front. But yeah, guaranteed sellout every match all year. Which means we should get to expand the stadium in the summer. I don't know at what point I ask how many sellouts in a row before we ask. We don't know if there's expansion capacity because there's no way of knowing. The only way to know the expansion capacity is to cheat and use the editor. Right, we're going to attack him. We're demanding more. This is not okay. I mean, we did say 8 points this month. So if we lose this, we just have to win the last one. It's not a disaster, but we shouldn't be losing home games against teams that are no better than we are. Although this lot do seem better than we are. I don't know where they finished last year. But they do seem quite good. Yeah, above the Kev ratio, exactly. That's all that really matters. But we know we've got some tough games coming, so we need to bank some points now. Because there are going to be a few defeats coming up. If we could grab a goal before half-time, that would be nice. Gives us something to work with. Right, let's demand more again. Come on, chaps. Who have we got on the bench? Webby, Doddy, Sandro. There's attacking options to come on. Veraccia is quickly becoming my favourite player in this team. He just looks very good. My mum heard me ranting about socks with Crocs. Showed me a photo of me wearing my dad's socks when I was 5 and her high heels. Nice. I like the fact you were ranting about it out loud, so another human being in your vicinity could hear you. I think Murphy's offside there. Has that been given? I mean, it looked offside, but I think it's been given. We've done the good old Route 1 big man, little man. Wooster lumps it up to Cadrich, nods it down to Merthyr. Boom. We have a goal. We've not got to be, can't be too proud to do that a few times this year. What's the point of having the big man, little man up front if you're not going to use it and abuse it? Guzman's shattered. Actually, rather than Sparks, I think we'll bring Steer on. Just so we have a right footer back there. Right, come on, boys. An equaliser, and we're very happy. We're missing Theodros. He's enjoying his retirement. Right, come on. This feels like an equaliser. Merthyr in behind. Oh, we've had so many chances. Oh, goodness me. Come on, boys. More. Final kick of the game for an equaliser. That'll do. Oh, surely. Oh, that's such a big miss. After I just said nice things about him, as when he had all the time in the world. I don't know why he's the one in that position. He had so long to pick his spot and didn't even force a save out of the keeper. Wellington! There he is. Oh, Beefy grabs an equaliser. Beautiful. Lovely, lovely stuff. Oh, that's the kind of goal that keeps you in the Premier League. I mean, we deserved it as well. Look at those match stats. We were all over them in that second half. Unbeaten in 3 in the Premier League. Just need one more point now from September and we are on target with what we decided we wanted from these first 6 games. 8 points from the first 6 games. We've got 7 from the first 5. We'll be very, very happy if we can grab a draw away against Southampton, who are below us in the league. Yeah, we've played Chelsea and got stuffed. We also got battered by Newcastle because we got a centre-back sent off in the first half. So we got thumped in our first 2 games. It's National Thank a Teacher Day. I'd like to thank myself then for giving up teaching. Good work, Kev. I'm one of the statistics. I'm one of the majority of teachers who doesn't last 5 years in the profession. And I'd like to thank myself for recognising quickly enough that it was far too much work and I was better off doing something else. Thanks, Kev. Well worth the £40,000 of student debt that it took me to become a teacher as well. That I've still barely scratched the surface on. I mean, yeah, I'm so glad. So glad I did that. Right, just need a point against Southampton and we are on course. I'm not sure what our next batch of 6 games is. I like to batch them into 6s. This is what Fergie did, Posh, when he was doing well. grouped us into matches of 6 and set targets. See, that's a much more difficult group of 6 with Man United and West Ham away, Tottenham, Leicester. You'd be happy with, I'd be happy with, I mean, even the weaker teams or away games, I'd be happy with probably 4 points from that group of 6. Meaning if we get to 8 here, what would that be? 12 points after 12 games? Kev ratio? Yeah, I'd be happy. End of November, if we're sat there on 12 points, I'll be happy. I will hydrate. Should FM be part of the school curriculum? Yes. The only thing that needs to be taught. Posture check. Oh, see, that's reminding me my kidney stone's playing up a little bit again today. Oh, you'll be hearing from my lawyers. That posture check hurt. I hate kidney stones. I get so many of them. Cadrich wants a new contract, and it's not an unreasonable thing for him to want, but we can talk him out of it. Weaver does an amazing job of just telling people, no, you're not having a contract. He must be the size of Harrison Davies, or at least got the same kind of intimidation factor as he had. Where is he? Connor Weaver. He's only 5'10", less than 11.5 stone. What's so scary about Connor Weaver? Just he's really quick. Does he run round people like the Flash? Spin him up and say, you're not having a contract, or I'll keep spinning you. My wife started getting gallstones in the 6 months since giving birth. Apparently they're not much fun. Yeah, just any kind of stones in the body, not a big fan of them. Right, our youth facilities have been upgraded, which is nice. We now have average youth facilities. Aren't we fancy? Bennett. Still no money in the bank, so we can't really ask for anything else to be upgraded yet. The fact that we are making a monthly profit, I think, means we should be in a position to ask for stuff by Christmas. Avoid salty foods as much as possible, such as Marmite. That's why I only eat stolen Marmite. Today's life tip, no stones in the body. Yeah, or try to minimize stones in the body. I spent an entire summer in and out of hospital with kidney stones about 10 years ago. It was horrible. I had a really sharp one that was lodged in the tube between my kidney and my bladder. I had to have a stent put in, which then calcified because I left it in too long. So I then had to have another stent on the other side because the calcification had caused problems. I must have had like 3 weeks in hospital, admitted to A&E 4 or 5 times on morphine. It was a horrible summer. And then in the end, do you know how they remove a stent from the, do you know how they remove a kidney stent? Do you want to know how they remove a kidney stent? I'm going to tell you how they remove a kidney stent. You just go and see the nurse. You lie down on a bed, and then this nurse with really cold hands grabs your penis and pulls it out without any anesthetic. And you just have to hope it doesn't get caught on anything on the way out. And you're welcome, everybody. Good job I didn't tell you the exploding penis story, which also happened that summer because of kidney stones. That was when they put the stent in. Oh, Larios is in here. Oh. No, I'm not doing the exploding penis story during daylight hours. There might be children watching. I don't want anyone to develop a fear of their own penis, which is what will happen if you hear that story. Traffic report, it's not too bad out there. What I am noticing is a distinct lack of delivery trucks with my new camera, which is problematic. Oh yeah, we can do the exploding penis story on the network game. Ben will love it. We're losing again. Influencers are out early again next week. Well, yesterday was bin day, so anyone who's still got their bin out now isn't an early binfluencer. It's a lazy toad who hasn't got their bins in yet. I don't think Ben has heard the exploding penis story, unless he's just been lurking in a stream at some point when I've told it. I've only told it a few times. I did write about it in one of my books as well, if you want to be able to read it as literature. We're losing. We've got to stop losing. Guzman and Dolman, not that hot as a defensive partnership, it seems. The big man, little man works better further forward than further back. Although, I wonder, I probably should have him on cover, which was what I said when I signed him. He should be the covering defender. That was the whole thought process. So that might stop them getting in behind the way they do if we have him dropping back covering. Oh! Right, come on, boys. More. We're a point behind schedule if we don't grab a point here, and that will never do. I just had a burp and a sneeze at the same time, and I thought my eye was going to burst. Oh, my word. The burp was so slow coming out that the sneeze was catching it up, and I was worried they were going to coincide. Woo! That was scary business. I don't think I've ever been more afraid. And, as previously mentioned, one time my penis exploded. Right, come on, boys. Equaliser incoming. We equalise quick. We might even be able to grab a winning it. That'd be lovely. More! Cadrich is injured. That's not ideal. Ooh. Webby's on. Webby, 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 Webby. We're much less effective with Webby up there, though. I keep burping. It's this fizzy pop. It's disastrous. Right, come on. We deserve an equaliser here. Let's try these two the other way around. Come on! Football! An equaliser here, and we are dead on schedule. Well, that's not ideal. Now we need 5 points from the next 6 games. Which is harder to do. If we only get the 4 we're budgeting for, we end up below the Kev ratio, which is not a nice place to be. I will hydrate, but it's just going to make me burp some more. It's like you want me to burp. What kind of weirdo wants me to burp? Right, Fulham. I think we have Fulham, then West Ham. The two hams back to back. Why do we keep hearing about Trey Holness? Nobody cares about him. We know he doesn't exist. He cost 15 quid, and I don't want to keep hearing about him. I've paid for lunches that cost more than Trey Holness did. And I don't have to hear about them over and over again. Cadrich has won Premier League Young Player of the Month. What a man. We're going to sell him for a lot of money at some point, aren't we? A lot of money. He's already Premier League standard and could improve significantly. Oh, he is not going to be playing for us in 3 years' time. Posture check. There we go. Where's my camera? Why hasn't it arrived yet? I'm checking Yodel again. Good old Yodel. Never let me down. Still out for delivery. Will be with me by 9 PM. Good job I've already got one and I can charge up a different battery, or else it'd never be ready to take away with me. Oh my goodness. It's just another G7X, just to replace the one I broke on holiday. I think it's the 4th one of them now I've had in the last 5 years. They're very breakable. But hopefully this one is less likely to break because it's never going to have to do any daily vlogging. It's an occasional vlogging camera, so it should last longer. The ones that got punished daily vlogging, of course they're broken. Watch me drop it off a balcony or something this weekend. You know full well it's not making it through the weekend. What breaks on them? The lens cover bit. I could probably show you the graveyard at some point. Not now. Or the flip screen breaks off. They're generally the two things that break. So you get to the point where the lens doesn't properly open, or you can't flip the screen up, and both those things kind of make them a bit useless to use for vlogging. Often I just have them held together with gaffer tape. Right, come on, chaps. We need to make up for the lost point in that last game with a win here. Future video graveyard unboxing. Yeah, I mean, I do have a cupboard full of broken cameras and a in fact, I think my broken drone got thrown in the skip when we moved house. But lots of broken things. Oh, Dolman on cover. Yes, 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 yes. Dolman cover. Need to remember to do that pre-match. Oh, Cadrich has got to get better at heading. He's great at everything else. But he can't really head a football in the direction. It's like he's under no control over which direction the football goes in when it hits his head. I think he's got a head like Crichton off of Red Dwarf. It just bounces off in a random direction. Oh, so close for Larios, who of course was scorer of our first ever Premier League goal. And he's probably enjoying being a Premier League regular starter, which he never got at Spurs. Because Spurs don't know a good player when they see one. Exactly. Right, come on. Bounce off randomly towards goal this time. Oh, it did! But the goalkeeper made a save. It's back across goal from, I think, was that Wellington? Or might have been Veraccia actually getting it back across goal. Oh, see, when he connects properly, chaos. Proper chaos. What is the point of the goal line technology animation? Because I've never seen a goal given because of it. Seems utterly... It's just a waste of time in the match engine. It never leads to a goal being given. Oh, that's a good goal. That's annoying. It's a lovely pass. Our covering centre-back not doing much covering. That was Creel chasing, I think. Yeah, so that's Creel. That's Dolman. Who is it who's chasing? Oh, no, it is Dolman. Maybe he's not quick enough to be a cover defender. Ugh. Come on, boys. Oh, Murtha's in here. It's a good pass for us. And it's an equaliser, an immediate equaliser. Boom. Murtha's a Premier League player. Signing him and Kadrich last summer. What a masterstroke. Sold Kai Edwards for 13 million. Got Murtha and Kadrich for 3 million combined. They scored the goals to get us to the Premier League. And clearly, they're a good enough partnership for the Premier League as well. This is wonderful. Come on! Yes. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Back up to 11th, look. Level on points with Chelsea. This, if it ends like this, quarter of the way there. 10 out of the 40 points already on the board. After only 7 games. Beautiful. We do need to hold on, though. Please. What happened to Webb? He's not as good as these two. He's on the bench. But Webb scored a lot of goals in the first half of last season, but then as these two learned English and really settled in, it became clear they were the best strikers at the club. We'd already committed to sign Webb at that point. Kind of wish we hadn't. That 13 million could have gone on 2 or 3 other players this summer. And I don't think we'd have been missing much by not having Webb. Sandro's probably good enough to be the backup. Oh! Oh, that's poor. Offside, maybe? The referee's fingering himself. Maybe offside. Come on, ref. You know what to do. Yes. Come on. Oh, we're in the top half of the table at the moment. We're above Newcastle, who thumped us on the first day. Oh, Beefy scratching it clear. Scrambling it clear. Right. Come on, chaps. Where is Godwin again? Why, when we've got so many players, does Godwin not appear on the bench? Who is picking this bench? So, oh, actually, we've got to take off Creel, haven't we? He was only fit to play 75 minutes. Webb is a midfielder. Eventually, probably, yeah. I think that probably is Webb's future. But at the moment, the midfield we've got's doing well. I mean, Webb's still young. He's still only 20, I think. A 20-year-old English striker with all this potential. It's not a bad signing. It's just not a signing for now. Martha. Oh. Oh. He is a good striker. Will we be seeing you winning the showdown this month? You won't be seeing anyone win the showdown this month. Check the showdown Twitter. This is good. This is a good result. Look at them just randomly swapping their strikers around. Don't know what to do. They're lost. They're confused. We've got them. Remember, we're aiming for 12 points by game 12 based on the fixtures that we've got. That's 10 after 7. So we just need 2 more draws in our next 5 games. We do play some tough games coming up. So it is important that we're getting these points in now. Because I am expecting Manchester United to make us quite sad quite soon. But that is quarter of the way to 40 points now. Done. Done. Top half of the table as well. Beautiful. Leamington FC, mid-table Premier League side. That's what I'm talking about. What a player. How we were able to pick him up for 900,000 when he's got that in him. He must be one of the Premier League's top scorers. He is the Premier League top scorer. And we signed him for 900,000. Golden boot incoming. Right, we play Manchester United next. Let's beat another Coventry team to ease us into that. Come on, City of Coventry. What have you got for me this time? Coventry United, Coventry Sphinx, Copswood, Alvis. I don't think we've played Coventry Sphinx for a while. Let's thump them. We'll just bully the City of Coventry. They can't put together a team as good as anything Leamington can do. How much is he worth now? What, Merthyr? I think it said 31 to 40. So quite the increase. Oh, 26 to 31. Still quite a lot of money. Oh, I can't stop the windy pops. I will hydrate again, but it's pop. It's just going to make the wind worse. Windy Kev. Sparks and Webb unhappy they're not regular starters. I mean, they both have to accept the fact they signed for us in the Championship. They're young. They're not going to be... They shouldn't be expecting to start regularly in the Premier League. The fact they were with us on loan to begin with is because they weren't able to start regularly in the Premier League yet. And to be fair, they both did accept it when they just got told that. That's a big loss. Jarvis has been great this season. Ever present. And now we miss him for a little while. Not ideal. Right, 20 goals, I think, past Coventry Sphinx. That'll do me. A nice 20-goal win. Just to get some confidence in us ahead of the Manchester United game. Not that we should be wanting much for confidence now. We're on in a decent run of form. This is going to be the biggest game ever at the Theodrome. Come on. Are we all dancing? I think partial bounce straight back to the championship. Yes. Yes, I do. I think, not only that, I think we'll win League One comfortably. We've got a much better squad than we had 2 years ago. And McCann has previous for winning this league. So yeah, I think we come straight back up. Love the YouTube content. Been a long time viewer from the States. Look forward to your videos every day. Finally getting a chance to check out a live stream. Well, welcome along, Gator Jimmy. Did Wooster play for England? Tom Wooster is an England international goalkeeper, everybody. Oh, my word. Wonderful stuff. England international Tom Wooster, the first player ever to make their England debut whilst a current Leamington player. That is beautiful. Did he start? He started, bless him. Look at that for an England team. Legends, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Declan Rice, Jude Bellingham, Tom Wooster. Shares a team with Tamang. Beautiful. England's number one. That makes me feel very proud. We signed that man in non-league. Non-league. I think. The National League. I mean, he played 4 seasons for us in the National League. And now he's England's number one. He's not even our number one. I'm like a proud dad. Leamington's answer to Jamie Vardy. Except we didn't buy him out of the conference. We bought him when we were in the conference. He came up with us. We let him go out on loan to Middlesbrough for a couple of years to develop and have a season in the Premier League before us. Posture check. Oh, you lot are constantly trying to make me stretch these kidney stones, aren't you? You monsters. It's very uncomfortable. Did he play again? I mean, he's actually England goalkeeper. They're not just playing him for a bit of fun. He started both games. Tamang scores a lot of goals, doesn't he? 82 England goals for Tamang. Wooster's got 2 England clean sheets. So this guy has only got 6 caps. And then this guy has only got 5 caps. It's England must have either the regular goalkeeper's injured or is just retired or something. Who was playing from back in the summer in goal? Even he only has 12 caps. England need a number one to come in and establish himself. It could be Tom Wooster. Wooster at the World Cup. Can you imagine it? Oh, this will be wonderful. Phil Scott's excited. Oh, he's signed for Norwich now. Did we ever get a scout report on him in the summer? Sign whatever the price, but he's not as good as Creel. He's as good as Guzman, so perhaps we should have brought Scott back in the summer as well. When we were bringing everyone back, he went to Norwich for $5.5 million. We probably could have brought him back as well. We had $5 million left over. Does he get United if he wins the World Cup for England? Of course he does. Of course he does. That's just standard. That's out of my control. Devon Creel in midfield. Hang about. What's happened here? I mean, I'm not necessarily upset about it, because we could do with some tackling presence in midfield for a game like this. My assistant manager knows his onions, clearly. So if we make him that. And then he can be that. Do you still pick him? Of course you still pick him. There's an argument to make him a playmaker, him a ball-winning midfielder, and keep him as the defensive midfielder against Manchester United. Probably not the worst argument, actually. Do that. You still pick him? Of course you still pick him. Of course, because Jarvis is injured. Oh, and Larios is injured. Wow, they're both injured. That's not ideal, both of them being injured for a big game like this. Dolman is shattered coming off of international football. He's only got half a heart of energy. Kadrich is shattered. I mean, this isn't ideal preparation for Manchester United. We're on a bit of a rotated team here. But this is a game we don't expect to get anything out of. You don't budget for any points against Manchester United as a newly promoted team, so it doesn't really matter what the score is. If we get a result, yay for us. If not, who cares? It's not going to have any impact on how our season turns out. Oh, dear me. Oh, dear me. Worcester's just stationary. My word. Come on, boys. Oh, that's a lovely cross. Oh, Webby. If that had been Kadrich, that's 1-1 there. Or even Sandro getting in there as a nuisance. Oh, Doddy! The former Manchester United youngster. Both Worcester and Dodd were free transfer signings from Manchester United. So Doddy's well up for today. And we know what Doddy does when he's well up for a football match. He plays well in it. That's what he does. He is a big game player. How old must Sancho be? Goodness me. Old man Jadon out there on the left-hand side for Manchester United. Chechon. I had him somewhere in Non-League to Legend this year, didn't I? I don't remember where. But he was definitely one of my players at some point. Back on Earth 1. It's going to be one of those days. It always was going to be. Manchester United with half the reserves out. Yeah, Real Madrid makes sense. He would have been at Real Madrid. I think he's the only one of my boys on the pitch. Oh, dear. Come on, Doddy. All I want today is a goal for Doddy. Yikes. Yikes. Sancho's 35. Basically a pensioner. We're going attacking. It doesn't matter that it's Manchester United. We will attack them. Come on, boys! What have we got to lose apart from this football match? Exactly. Nothing. And if we've got nothing to lose, we can't lose. So we're the real winners here already. Football logic. Give it to Doddy. Come on! May the power of hairbands combine. Veraccia. Give it to Doddy. Oh, that's good from Guzman. There you go. Look. Ooh. Do. Right, this feels like an opportunity for an equaliser. Guzman! No. Connor Howard's coming on, who signed for Manchester United this summer. Are you in the chat today, Connor? This has not been our best performance of the season so far. The midfield experiment hasn't really worked. But Sandro's on. So at least we've got a big boy up front again. We're back to big man, little man. Which certainly seems to work better for Merthyr. He likes playing off a big man. So fingers crossed we can find a way. We're not going to find a way back into this game. I mean, look at the match stats. We actually don't deserve to lose this game. It's been very even. Worcester was the difference between the two teams. England's #1. Losing 2-0 against Manchester United with that many first-team players out, I can cope with that. Come on, save the game. Make sure I can't reload. Stupid game. Let me have a little, just a sneaky little reload. Just a little one. And we'll play a proper midfield against him. Right, now I think we play the other Ham. So we played Fulham, now it's West Ham. So we still only need... We're looking for 2 points from the next 4 games to be on schedule. We said 12 points by the end of November. So if we can grab a point away against West Ham and a point away against Leicester, or a point at home against Wolves or something, we're well on track. Nawar's already got a suspension for accumulated yellow cards. As our holding midfielder, it's going to be a long season for him, I think. A long season of suspensions. 5 yellow cards in 8 games. Okay, a 20-year-old UK uni student here. Didn't realise I might be autism until I watched you. Did an online test and it was borderline. Based on experience, would you often go to the NHS? Yes. You got nothing to lose by talking to a doctor. Cumming wants a new contract. Well, why would I give you a new contract? You silly boy. Yeah, exactly. Weaver's at it again. Just, no, you're not having one. All right. All right, Mr. Weaver. I don't need to do any man management. He does it all for me. He's only 21, but can I make him my assistant manager yet? Actually, he's 23. At what point can I make him assistant manager? Because he just does it all for me. He must be a team leader by now. Yeah, there he is, look. Do a journeyman save where only Ham teams are allowed. Oh, no, I don't want to have to manage Northampton. That'd be horrible. Watched a game from Canada the other week. Cavalry FC had a horse next door to the ground. Nice. I feel like with a name like that, it was probably a deliberate horse. A deliberate horse. Here's a little rule for life. This is a piece of Kev wisdom. Grab a pen and paper, write this down. A deliberate horse is never as fun as an accidental horse. Write that one down. It's important. A deliberate horse is never as fun as an accidental horse. There is no exception to that rule. You're welcome. I'm happy to share some wisdom with you. Yeah, if Chris is really paying attention, there's your YouTube intro. That should certainly be a clip that he's pulling out for TikToks, which one day we'll do TikToks. He's been telling me for 6 months. He's getting TikToks ready for me. I've said I'll start uploading them when we've got a month's worth. That's why you've not seen any TikToks yet. We do have a folder full of TikToks ready to go. But when we do them, I want them daily. See how many TikToks we're up to now. How many TikToks is enough TikToks to start doing TikToks? That's how many TikToks we've got. Probably not enough TikToks. Right, go back to normal setup in here. Webby! Webby in midfield. Webby the midfielder. What's the worst that could happen with Webby in midfield? Why won't they swap? Swap! There we go. Oh! Might be time to go to the upstairs camera in a minute. The old butthole's getting numb again, folks. Might do it during this match, actually. What's the worst that could happen? Is the camera in position? I think we're good. If you hear a crunching sound, it's because I've misjudged where the camera was. I think we're good. Oh, God, is it going to hit? Oh, it's ended an inch below where the camera bracket is. I'm a genius. Oh! Ow. Oh! Ah! Hold on. We need to sort this camera out. It's all gone wrong. Why can't I? There we go. Oh, this camera's not even on. Such a professional. Right. Where were we? I think that might be my parcel. I might go to all this trouble and then I'll disappear in a minute. The desk's lower than usual. This doesn't feel right. One moment, boys and girls. Wrong one. There we go. New cameras here, boys and girls. I am a little bit worried, though, that her radio wasn't loud enough. I could only hear it really clearly from here in the house. Hold on. We're putting the desk up a little bit more. Right. And then you, Mr. Camera, can go about there. I think we're actually good now. We're good. Right, is the microphone in the right place? There you go. What a lot of kerfuffle that is. Oh, so much kerfuffle. But the new camera is here. If I can get that charged, we will have good footage from Comic-Con this weekend. You're welcome. Are any of you not going to Comic-Con, by the way? I keep talking about it. Are any of you going? Oh! Oh ho ho! Oh ho ho ho! The light bulb looked lonely. I don't think I've ever turned that light on. I don't know if it even works. I always just use the illumination for the office. Where's my Leamington shirt? On this wall here. I have shirts along the wall, and I mean, I can show you. We have shirts over there as well. So there's the Leamington shirt, Everton, some Arsenal shirts, and a posh shirt, I think, up there. The Dortmund and Real Madrid and Schalke stuff is all up in the wardrobe upstairs now. I've had a haircut. Kev cut his hair. Always an important distinction. I don't let strangers cut my hair. Only professionals like myself get to cut my hair. Oh, look at that from Cadridge. He's 6'8" and charges past fullbacks with ease. He's the reincarnation of Dombrowski from a few years ago, except he's a centre forward. He is ridiculous. From this angle, it looks like I could touch the door without moving. I mean, I'm not far off. But that was me wobbling a shirt. I don't know if you'd see it. I'm in a tiny... I call this a cupboard because it is tiny. It is a tiny, tiny room. I need a full-size office. Do I think Sheepdog can get there without getting lost this time? No. Oh, that's so annoying. It's such a beautiful free kick. Free kicks never look any better than when they go off one post and across to the other one like that. That was beautiful, but so upsetting at the same time. Look at it. There's no more satisfying a goal than that one. Yeah, we're supposed to be meeting with me, Pab, and Sheepdog. We're all travelling down separately, meeting in Stratford tomorrow lunchtime. Guarantee it's going to be me and Pab having lunch at Popeyes, and Sheepdog's trying to drive across London because he's gone to the wrong Westfield again. Surely he can't make that mistake twice. Imagine just putting Westfield into your sat-nav, not realising there were two in London, even though you've been to both, and ending up at the wrong Westfield. What a buffoon. Right, come on, chaps. We need an equaliser here. This is a game we should be able to get a point from. When I look at the league table, West Ham are pretty good. An equaliser would also be pretty good for us. Standing up makes me want to get my groove on. Oh, that's frustrating. We got away with it, sort of. And the second time he ended up in a housing estate, yes. Because for some reason, he won't just use Apple CarPlay and Google Maps. He uses the inbuilt sat-nav in his car. So it then creates room for user error because he Googles the place he wants to go, gets the postcode, and then puts the postcode onto the sat-nav he's got built into his car. I don't understand. Everyone else in the world just plugs their phone in and uses Apple CarPlay or Android Play or whatever it's called and just uses Google Maps because it works. But he uses some generic piece of trash sat-nav that when he put the post... So he Googled Westfield, took down the first postcode he saw and went there. And then when he realised it was the wrong Westfield, after getting out of the car and walking around the shopping centre... he then Googled the other Westfield, just took the postcode and ended up in one of the new build estates in Stratford because I imagine the Westfield shopping centre has a gazillion different postcodes for it because it's huge. What 3 words would be? I mean, the hotel literally gave us a what 3 words on the booking. I got the booking confirmation through today and it has a what 3 words on it. So yeah, he could have used that as well. He didn't. These are the kind of shenanigans you miss out on if you don't listen to our podcast. It's very loosely defined as a gaming podcast, but really it's a Let's All Bully Sheepdog podcast. It's great. Should we look at the new camera? I mean, it's exactly the same as the other 3 of these that I've got. But I just need to make sure it is actually the right thing. And I didn't misclick and accidentally get a Sony camera again. That was a disaster. That's why it's up there now. Oh, it came with a little case. Oh, I can attach it to my belt like a real tool. I'll look like a proper dad. What's this? Oh, they sent me an SD card as well. And a camera. There we go. Beautiful. New camera. Hate that work the space told everyone the VAR tell. Just forget it again. If you can, I should let me get a bum bag. Well, you know, as she said, I wasn't allowed a bum bag. Where is it? She never said I wasn't allowed a drug dealer pouch, so I got one of these instead. So this is my new look when I'm out and about. No bum bag, but if anybody wants to buy anything illicit, it might be in that pouch. Who knows? She didn't specify I wasn't allowed one of those. Always thinking. Oh, reapply. Yes, please reapply. How's he getting on? We've already done the weather. Oh, he's not played at all for Galatasaray. The chances of him getting a work permit are probably fairly slim. Ah. What? What? So he didn't get a work permit in the summer. Talking of Jack, he needs this sending for his network game nonsense with Luca. He's didn't get a work permit in the summer, so we sent him out on loan to Galatasaray, where he's not played a single minute of football, but now gets a work permit. Well, we'll be recalling him in January then and seeing if he's any good. Absolutely bonkers. I don't understand. Shall I use this? This is cool. Perhaps if I started keeping the camera in a case, they'd break less. So I just have it loose in my bag and then wonder why it keeps breaking. In my defense, the reason I do that is because I need it to be easy to access so I can get the shot. Wolves are 20th. That is an opportunity for a win, and a win puts us right back on track because we want 12 points by 12 games. So even if we lose against Tottenham, if we beat bottom of the league Wolves, that puts us to 13 points after 11 games, which is then ahead of schedule again. So things are still looking like they're going okay. Club reputation that's gone up since then. I imagine it's the fact that Galatasaray have got a higher reputation than us. So because he's at Galatasaray, that gets him a work permit, maybe? Where was he before? So we originally signed him from Partizan. So I guess it's that Galatasaray have a higher reputation than Partizan. So that makes him have a higher reputation. They're 3.5-star reputation. Partizan are... Oh, they're 3.5 as well. I don't know. No idea. There's no logic to it. I don't know what the criteria are, but all I know is he now has a work permit, so he'll be back for the second half of the season. Which means Sandro can go out on loan, and he needs game time somewhere. Sandro is struggling at the moment. Jarvis is back. Excellent. Can only play an hour, but we'll force an hour out of him. Right, this is a big game. Tottenham are beatable. Yes, Kev is stood up right now. My bum was aching, so I stood up. All right. Come on, then. Work permits are on a kind of points-based system, but it's never explained how those points work, which is beautiful. Really makes things easy to understand. The Spurs got any of my boys. Doesn't look like it. Although I did have a Molina. Is that my Molina? They've got a hairband boy. I want a hairband boy. I don't think we've got any hairbands in the team right now, so we're probably going to lose. Which isn't ideal. Is that my Molina? No, I don't think he was Ivan Molina, was he? So I don't think there's any of my boys in the Spurs team. No hairbands in my team. This is a weird match. There's nothing here for us. Come on, Webby. You've got to be more lively than that. You got that new lad who's coming in January now. You need to be on your toes. You're dropping further down the pecking order. This is an opportunity for you today. My Molina was a centre-back. Their Molina's a centre-back, isn't he? Yeah, they're playing him at centre-back. That's why I questioned it. Didn't I have their AML? Left winger, as we call it in the trade. Shoulder up. No, I think I had him. Did I have him at Real Madrid? Maybe I did. I've certainly had the younger version of him somewhere at some point. Yeah, I think I might have had old man Shoulder up at Real Madrid and binned him off. He was on stupid money, wasn't he? Like £375,000 a week or something as a reserve. I remember now. The Theodrome needs a Wembley-esque arch thing in the memory of the hairband. That's brilliant. Yes, it should. When we have an artist's impression of the Theodrome, that's how it will look. Come on, whip that crossover. I mean, he's made a career out of getting into that position and just driving the ball across the penalty area. Why is he not doing it there? It's very upsetting. But I do need to keep reminding myself we don't need any points from this game. We just need to beat Wolves next. How good is a standing desk? Very good. I got my own desk after I started working from home and I really don't need a sit-stand desk. Can't work out how to make it, but is it worth it? It's definitely worth it. It helps with achy backs, achy legs, just general posture issues. Plus, oh, what a goal from Wellington. Good old Beefy. Don't be disallowing that, referee. There's nothing to disallow there. Plus, I've got a walking treadmill. The only thing that I can tell that makes it a walking treadmill is it doesn't go very fast and it doesn't have any bars on it. But I've got a little fold-out walking treadmill, which means when I'm not streaming or anything, I can just be walking along, doing my work, which is good for the old lack of activity thing as well. So yeah, I wouldn't go back to a non-standing desk now. It's a game changer. Have I fallen off the treadmill yet? Yeah, loads of times, yeah. It's really narrow. It's probably only 1.5 foot wide. So I regularly, because I'm working on the computer and not really concentrating, I regularly fall off the side of it. I've fallen off the back 1 or 2 times. Yeah, I fall off it a lot. But luckily I'm not an old lady, so it doesn't really do any damage. I guess if I was a little old lady, falling off it would be a problem because I'd break my hip. But touch wood, fallen off it many times, not injured myself yet. Right, come on, Sandro. Come on and grab us a winner after I criticised you. Show me why you should be sticking around the place. We've got all the giants on the pitch apart from Guzman. There's a thing with my knee. Yeah, but that wasn't to do with the treadmill. That was me falling off a curb. Stop calling Wellington beefy. I keep stopping work because I think you're talking to me. I mean, I might be. Come on. Come on. Come on! A winner here would be delicious, especially going into that Wolves game. We could be nearly halfway to our points target for the season if we win here. Good work, Beefy. I'm 6'3" and think you're big boys. There you go. No, offside, ref. Ref, offside. Offside. Come on now. I think you'll find that's offside, referee. Offside. What? It was very much offside. Hideous. 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 Let's sit back down and sulk now. Utterly, utterly hideous. Desk's all the way down. It's miles down there now. Sit back down. Oh, for goodness sake. Typical. Rubbish. Right, how are we doing for time? We do need an early finish today. Probably do another 20 minutes, half an hour. We'll do the next 2 games, I should think. That'll get us to the end of this little run of games that we were budgeting for. So we'll play Wolves, we'll play whoever we play after them. We want to be on at least 12 points by the end of that. And then we'll pick this story up again on Monday. I've streamed this, say, 4 times this week. I don't remember the last time I streamed 4 times in a week. Yeah, we are drifting back down the table. We are level with the Kev ratio again now, which is not ideal. But Wolves is another one of those must-win games. Yes, we've lost 3 in a row, but Wolves are rock bottom. That is must-win for us. So we must win. Godwin has got a grumpy on. So he's, I mean, he spent a year saying he wanted to leave. Because of that, I didn't play him. We replaced him, and now he's got a grumpy on that he doesn't play. Well, it's your own fault you don't play, Godwin. You were nailed on starter for years. Right. Bad start. Don't let you. Some of you have been a lot better. I've been shown. Yeah, there you go. Whoa. We're thrilling them. I've just thrilled 19-year-old Luca Dolman. That's all I ever wanted in life. Hopefully that'll be enough to beat Wolves. If we don't beat Wolves, I think we're going to get the dreaded Chapman refuses to experiment thing, which is really annoying because that means we'll have to experiment, and I really don't want to. Because I know this system works. We just haven't quite got the players for it yet. But we're, by and large, doing okay. Steer can leave in January if he wants. Although you can get a son in Football Manager. I've been playing this game for more than 25 years and I've never had one come through. So it's very rare and unlikely that I'll get a son at any point. Kadrich's potential has dropped massively. Now he's stopped scoring. It's so heavily based on form. Sparks wants to start more. I mean, all of them need to understand they can't start every game. Fine, Sparksy, you can have a little run. A little run in the team. But you better stop whinging quick. You silly boy. Come on, this is a big match. Big match. Wooster's off to play for England again. I love that. That's never going to not make me happy. Is there any other proper goalkeepers in the squad, or is he going to start again? So yeah, Mead's got 12 caps. Does he play for Chelsea? See, he's Chelsea backup, so he's not going to get in. And then Etienne Green, who's never played a professional football match in his life, so he shouldn't get in either. So really, Wooster should be England goalkeeper again for those matches. Finally got a Tycoon takeover after 20 years of playing Crazy Money. Yeah, I've never had one of them either. Never had a son, never had a Tycoon takeover. Very sad. Feel like I've put the time in to deserve both of those things. Imagine if I got them both in the same save. That'd be how it happens. One day I'll get a son come through, and the next summer I'll get a Tycoon takeover and be like, yeah, forget about youth. Here's 500 million to spend, and I'll never get to play my son. The 50 best players in the world. We've got our boys here. So Delgado is the 3rd best player in the world. Michele, the left back we had at Norwich on loan from Manchester United, is at Barcelona. Insert in this universe. Some guy called Haaland and Makoko, they're still knocking about. Who else have we got? Any more of our boys? Adeyemi's in there. Pedro Luis at Bayern Munich. Mora, is that the centre back we had? No, he was Italian, wasn't he? So that's not him. Gavi, of course, off of hashtag Keverton. There we go. His name was Murat. Same thing. They're the same word. They are the same word. Right, Sparks, probably not want him on cover. We can go back to doing that to have Sparks in the team. And Dolman gets a little run at left back, which might end up being his position. The jury is still out on where we're going to use him. No, there's no network game today. Zealand has chickened out of it. He's afraid. He just basically said, I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm not going to play. So hashtag blame Zealand. No network game today. Well, luckily, I care, so I've turned up anyway. Come on, chaps, let's have a football. Oh, if we lose against Wolves, we are in deep doo-doos. Things become problematic if we lose against the team rock bottom of the Premier League at home. That nice little start that we had starts to become less nice and more, well, that was a bit pointless. It just gave us a little bit of false hope, didn't it? We've hit rotten form and we need to fix it. Come on, boys. Let's go attacking immediately. There's no time to lose. Demand more. Oh, right, come on. Here we go. Counter-attacking goal just before half-time for the equaliser. That works for me. If we can figure that out, that'd be lovely. Come on, boys. See, that we look like we're playing nice football. We're just struggling a little bit for end product. Hit it. Oh, you hit it. Actually, don't. Drill it across goal. Drill it. Drill it across. There you go. Wellington. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh. Right, let's swap those two over. Why have you two stopped scoring? Hey? What's that all about? Right, Sparksy back on the left-hand side where he was so good for so much of last season. And a red card to start the second half. That's what we needed. Come on. Now we demand more and we go and punish them. We've got 45 minutes playing against 10 men. What could go wrong? I'm tempted to take off Nawar and bring on Webby and just go more attacking. Go at them. Go at them. Why are we not getting any highlights? Right, Larios is shattered. The Dodd can come on for him. Merthyr has just stopped, so Webby can come on for him. Merthyr started so well and is just packed up now, it seems. He's had enough. And then we'll bring on Veraccia as well, because Veraccia is great. He's been one of our best players at the start of this season. Come on, give me more. Come on, just roll it out to Webby and let him score. Would have been nice. Right, come on, chaps. Come along then. Webby, surely. That's what 13 million... Shut up, referee. Shut up. Stupid referee. Idiot. Give me a touchline ban. What do I care? What are you going to do, you moron? The referee is a moron. The referee is a pervert. I agree. What a pest that referee is. Right, come on. All we're doing is delaying the inevitable. Give us the goal. Shoot! He never shoots, does he? He's a coward. Kadrich just doesn't seem with it all of a sudden. He started so brightly in these last few games. He is struggling. Webby's looked like our brightest striker in this game. Oh, Aaron Jarvis. What a goal. What a way to get your first Premier League goal. That's stunning. That's the best goal ever scored in the Theodrome. Lovely stuff. That's goal of the season right there. No one's beating that. It's perfect. Right, now we're going to stay attacking. We want the winner. A win here would be huge. It's gone a long way back to Dolman. Goodness me. They're only playing one up front. We can send Dolman forward as an extra wing back. Webby, surely! Is the referee a pervert again? Get your finger out of your orifices, you perverted referee. Come on! Beautiful. What a comeback. Webby's back as well. As I tried to say earlier on, that's what £13 million gets you. Beautiful. Now we just need to not mess up. Always rated this ref. Yeah, I mean, he's had a good game, hasn't he, this ref? To be fair to him. You have to be fair to the referee. And he has had a good game. Kadrich is in. This would be the icing on the cake. No. Oh, Dolman's injured. That's not ideal. That is a long way from ideal. I think we actually come all the way back and do this. Just mirror what they're doing. Oh, they're not doing it anymore. Now they are. Anna is asking me when I'm stopping my stream so we can do this meeting at 4. Right, that gets us to our points target for these 12 games with a game to spare. Dolman's going to miss a month, which is perfect timing, really, because we've just promised Sparks game time, and now we don't have to drop Veraccia or Dolman. Decision's made for me. So we've got one more game to play on today's stream, which is going to be that game against Leicester, where it's basically a freebie. Because we've already got the points we needed. We're going to, you know what, let's head back to Butts Park. We're going to go and have a game at Butts Park. We haven't played at Butts Park for years. It'd be nice to go back. Have they accepted it? Of course they have. Back at Butts Park for the nostalgia. Beautiful. We need special scarves making for this game. We all love butts, and then on the other side, park. Because you can't, it's too many words to fit on one side of a scarf. The printers insisted. We all love butts. Park. I'd buy one. We've got a lot of players expecting to go out on loan in January. We might be having quite a busy January transfer window when we get into the next stream. Right. Oh, there you go. Remove him from the loan list. Fair enough. I mean, Wooster's away on international duty, so we will have Coming at Butts Park. He'll be our goalkeeper. So that's always nice. Special T-shirts. We've come to see Coming at Butts Park. Get him to sign them. He'll love it. He loves all the merchandising opportunities. Why can't I talk to Ed Webb? Oh, because he's injured now, which apparently means I can't tell him he's been playing well. Fair enough. Leicester are down in 16th. That's another opportunity. Imagine if we beat them as well. Oh, we could be almost safe by the end of this stream. That'd be stunning stuff. And I don't say that lightly. 2 S's. It's lazy. Stunning stuff. We did beat Wolves. Now we're going to beat Coventry United back at Butts Park. Didn't even flinch at Webb being out for a month. I mean, he's a reserve. It's not that much of a big deal. If it had been Cadridge or Merthyr, I'd have been more troubled. But even then, it's just an opportunity for someone else. We need injuries throughout the season to give opportunities to people. It means Sandro's going to get a chance to get some minutes before the youngster comes back. We conceded a goal. How dare we? We conceded a goal at Butts Park. Was nice to be back there, though. Leicester have just sacked their manager as well, have they? I can't decide if that's good or bad. It depends if they get a new manager before we play them, I guess. I don't know how some of you like keep up with all this stuff that's going on the screen. No, so their head of youth development is the caretaker at the moment. Leicester City away from home. Oh, wow. Okay. I feel like I should go and say, but in order to make a decision, I need to just look through all of your secret plans for football matches. I need to see all your scout reports. I need to take training for a few days. Let me pick the team for Saturday and then I'll make a decision. Brilliant. Get out of here, you idiots. My word. Has Wooster played more times for England, or has he been shafted out of his position as England's #1? Oh, he has. Who are they playing now? Filthy Dan Mead, Chelsea reserve. Hideous. Disgraceful. Right, come on. A win here to finish the stream, and that would be a very successful first 12 games in the Premier League. To be fair, it already has been a very successful first 12 games in the Premier League. For us to have 13 points on the board already. If we could have 16 points on the board. Oh, 16's a bigger number than 13, folks. Write that down next to the thing from before about horses. We then have a local derby against a mid-table Aston Villa in the next game as well, which will be the first game of Monday's stream. We're going to win the league. Probably. Not this year, but one day we'll win the league. And that would be a glorious day for the people of Leamington Spa. What's more fun, 16 planned horses or 13 accidental horses? 13 accidental horses, of course. I mean, you just have to think about it logically. A day at the races where there's probably more than 16 planned horses, or you're just walking down a street and all of a sudden 13 horses turn up. Obviously, that's more fun. Right, Sandro starting. Come on, big boy. Big Sandro. This is a big moment for him. He has been struggling, but he is 6'6", so he'll always have that going for him. He'll always have more patience and more opportunities than other players might get because he's 6'6". We're very happy with a draw here, by the way, so if we just go through this with no highlights, that'll do nicely. A draw's a great result for us. Come on! Oh, Murtha's through. Oh, my word! Oh, if he'd have scored from there. His confidence is back then, apparently. Whenever you say Sandro, my mind goes to Sandro Veloso. I wish we had Sandro Veloso. We wouldn't be worrying about draws against Leicester if we had Sandro Veloso. We're level on points with Arsenal at the moment. We're just really good at football, it seems. Right, Veraccia is shattered. So he can come off. Oh, actually, can I edit that? I can, because I actually want to bring Guzman on for him and do this. Get Sparks out to left back rather than Batten. And Guzman there is the aerial threat. We need more big boys on the pitch. That's always the answer. Come on, Merthyr. Come on. Come on. We just kind of ran ourselves into a dead end there a little bit. That's where the disadvantage of playing so narrow comes in. But Wellington is in. Beefy. Beefy scores. Oh. Lovely stuff. Good old Beefy. I really enjoyed your Astral Agents YouTube video. Yeah, that was a fun video. I'm just waiting for them to my booster boxes to arrive now, so I can get some more openings is done. Looks like it's going to be a fun set. Right, probably a last kick for Sandro here unless he scores. Larios, come on. Right, substitutions. Right, Doddy's on, and then Kadrich is coming on as well, even though he's not fully fit. Kadrich always comes back from international duty tired. They obviously play him for the full 90 minutes of both games because he's 6'8". Same reason we always play him. Even if he has a bad game, he's always there as a threat. And he comes back shattered every time. Wellington is a good player. I am enjoying Wellington. Oh, come on. Kick him. Kick him in the legs. Oh, Tommy Wooster. Good to have him back. Oh, Kadrich is brilliant. His little, for someone so big, his little first touch. Oh, Tommy. Oh, Tommy. What are you? How have they missed that? Wow. Leicester are going down. If they can't score from there, my word. Oh, Beefy's in again there. Wowzers. Oh, look at Kadrich is such quality. If you put him in a good team, he would be one of the top players in the Premier League. He's like Juan Jose, but 6'8". What a threat that combination is. He's a giant Dennis Bergkamp. Right, boys and girls, that is going to be your lot for today. As mentioned, got a meeting at 4 o'clock and I need to have a poo first. So I'm going to go and do that. We will be back on Monday for the continuation of this story. Obviously, between now and then, you've still got Tor coming out every day at 4 o'clock. There'll be no videos over the weekend this week because Zealand ruined the network game for everybody. So no network game, but you have had daily videos on LOLLUJO 2 all week with the highlights of this series. So if you've been missing the story, we are really getting the consistent videos out now on LOLLUJO 2. So make sure you get caught up with them and make sure you're back for 4 o'clock today on YouTube, where Tor is a thing that happens. And spoilers, we're on a losing streak with Tor. It's not ideal. I'll see you soon, folks. If anyone is at Comic-Con this weekend, I'll see you there. But for now, Toodle Pip, I'll see you back here Monday afternoon. Bye-bye!